Welcome, everyone, to Romancing Saga 3. I am your gracious host, Shelby Cast. Uh, we're starting off our first game in this brand new channel, Romancing Saga 3, a game that has a special place in my heart. The SaGa series. I'm a big fan of it, and Romancing Saga 3 was the first SaGa game I played. So I thought, perfect game to start my channel, just giving this whole Let's Play thing a try, see if I like it. So, yeah. Why don't we go ahead and start a new game then? No. Okay, so this is my first time playing the remaster. I have played a full playthrough of the original already. I started many playthroughs but only finished once. I've already started a new game on this one just to check it out to see how it worked. I'm having trouble getting used to the control scheme, because when I played the original one on the emulator, you could just use the emulator to bind keys however you liked. Can't do that here, unfortunately. So, selectable protagonist. You could pick one of 8 different protagonists. They all have their own introduction scenarios before the sandbox opens. Yes, Romancing Saga 3 is a JRPG sandbox game, sort of. Funny enough, when I first played the game, I got very frustrated with it and ended up not liking it at all and giving up, because it's a bit deceptive. You come into it from Final Fantasy VI and you think it's gonna be just like that, but it's not. It's very different. But I came back to it a few years later, read a few guides, and ended up loving it. Now, as for a first-time player, any protagonist is fine. I only would not recommend Sarah. Didn't mean to do that. I only would not recommend Sarah because of spoiler reasons. Everyone else is fine. Monica and Mikhail are a bit on the weaker end, I feel. Monica is supposed to be a blank slate. She starts with no skill at any weapon, letting you just pick up from there. We're going to play as Khalid, who is, I think, very good for first-time players, because he's the strongest protagonist by far. He's way stronger than the others. But he does have some disadvantages. You can name your protagonist. We'll keep Khalid. Now, characters have stats: strength, dexterity, speed, stamina, and so forth. But those stats don't change. There's no XP, no levels. The stats that they have at the start are fixed. So they pretty much determine whether a character is going to be good as a fighter or as a mage. We can give him a small bonus to his stats by picking a Star of Destiny. We'll pick Ares, the warrior star, because Khalid, his stats are good as a warrior, and we want to focus on that. Now, signature weapon. Whichever one of these you pick, the character will start with a basic copy of this weapon in their inventory. One particular element of Khalid is that all characters have 4 weapon slots where they can equip weapons and consumable items. One of Khalid's slots is reserved for curved swords like scimitars. he can only equip swords of that type in that slot. So he effectively only has free choice on his 3 other slots. So we might as well keep him specializing in swords. Besides, he is talented with swords anyway. Yep, sounds good. Rank 21, defense 21. Think of these as D&D stats. The scale is also appropriate. 10 is considered low, 20 is considered very good. 20 is considered very good. Magical defense low, magic 15, speed 20, very good, very good. Yep, let's go. This is quite the hearty brew. Thanks, I make it myself. You ain't from around these parts, are you? Don't look much like a settler, neither. Settler? Hardly. I'm just passing through. Ah, the open road. Sounds mighty fine. Did you come here from the Nar Desert? It's been a lifetime since I last saw those sands. Little flashback. Milady! Princess! Where are you? Princess! Princess! You! Milady! Seriously. Seriously, unless... Princess! Milady! Did something happen to her? Khalid! Princess, you're alright! Of course I am. And how many times do I have to tell you? Stop calling me Princess, El-Nur. But you are a princess. I knew you would say that. Do you really have to leave tomorrow? Yes, milady. I shall travel to Akbar Pass. And then on to Rybloff. Off to fight another battle? Many sing your praises. They tell of a warrior who fights like a turbulent wind. But I've no use for such a man. I prefer the one who greets me with kindness each day. Princess. El-Nur, I'm tired of saying it. Stop calling me princess. I know you know my name. Call me Fatima. Welcome, young heroes. Man, it's really coming down out there. Doubt we'll have to worry about goblins so long as this keeps up. Tom, you mind if I talk to Ellen? By all means. Sarah, why don't you come with me? I could use your help rustling up something to eat. Pardon us, sir. Permit us run of your kitchen. Ellen, I heard the ship from Yarmouth docked in Mules. Okay. So? I mean, they should have a load of rare stuff, right? Come on, why don't we have a look? I bet we can find something you'd like. I don't mind going with you. You know, as friends. Ouch. Because that's what we are. I mean, sure, maybe we used to play house when we were kids, but that's all in the past. She really wants to make it clear that he's being friend-zoned. Someone, please, I need a horse. You okay there, miss? It's no time to be running around outside. I've horses, young lady. Do yourself a favor and stay out of it. That young lady is sister to the Marquis of Loan. Isn't that right, Lady Monica? Must be something serious to find you in this tiny village, run off your feet and sopping wet. None of my business, if you ask me. Lady Monica, the Marquis's sister here, in such a storm? Then that's all the more reason we should help, rather than turn our backs. Lady Monica, what happened? I need to get a message to my brother, Mikhail. Please, I must not delay. Hey, Pops, can you lend us some horses? You're going to charge headlong into a forest overrun with monsters in the middle of the night? No one's that stupid. If she says we gotta go now, then we gotta go now. He's right. You're no good if you go by yourself. I'll come too. And how about you, mister? You bark out a tough game, but is your bite just as tough? I like Helen. She doesn't mince words. I hope you at least have an idea about what's going on here. In the 3 months since Marquis Francis's passing, there's been trouble with Mikhail's ascent to power. Someone wants him out, and while he's away from the castle is when they'll strike. You won't see a single aurum for your efforts if they're busy burying him next to Franz. And Missy here appears to be without her purse. I never work until I get paid. The House of Luan has protected the people of this land as if they were family. It's time we repaid their efforts in turn. Sir, you seem like you'd be quite capable. I've no money, but I do have horses. Would that interest you at all? Horses? I suppose that'll do. So are you two coming? Julian, I'd be happy to be of assistance. Tom, I knew I could count on you. Sis, I'll go too. Oh, no, you won't. You stay here. Why are you treating her like such a child? Because she is a child. I mean, she's my little sister, and I'm worried about her. Spare me the family history. Just make up your minds. All 4 of us will go. Thomas. Very well then. By my blade, the Khamsin, I swear no harm shall come to you as we travel. Did you say the Khamsin? That means you're the legendary tornado. Yes, some have called me that before, but the name is Khalid. Julian Nord. Ellen Carson. And I'm her sister, Sarah. I'm Thomas Bent. It is my good fortune to make your acquaintance. I am Monica. That's all well and good, but first, Lady Monica, you should rest. Eat, recover your strength, and we will depart at dawn. No, there isn't time. We must make haste. Absolutely not. You wouldn't last 10 minutes in your condition. A good night's rest will enable us to make swifter progress tomorrow. Sensible. Monica is a sheltered aristocrat. She really needs a rest. Be sure to guard Lady Monica closely. You can leave the monsters to me and my sword. Okay, so let's take a look. You can have 6 characters tops on your party, but only 5 will participate in battle. One of them will be left out. Okay, let's check our formation. Monica is the one who is being left out. And that's fine, I don't intend to use her in the future. So I don't need to train her now. Now you can put your party in different formations and you'll get different bonuses. This one increases speed. This one as well. Okay. You could use this one. Put a mage over here while the others draw attacks to themselves. But we'll keep it on Desert Lands, with Khalid in front because he's so much tankier than everyone else. We want him to draw in all attacks to himself. Now, there's a hidden stat in the game that the game doesn't tell you about, called support. Whichever character is outside of the battle will contribute with their support stat by making the others stronger, based on their support stat. But you can't see it. But just like the character's other skills, it will improve over time. Now, you can see the character's skills with weapons on the right. Khalid has level 8 with swords, so we'll keep him using swords. The others are still baby-faced newbies. Monica has no skill with any weapon. Thomas is the only one who has a magic skill, Water Magic at level 2. Okay. And there we go. Crescent Blade. That little square telling us that has to be for curved swords. Now, one thing I like to point out, I appreciate a game that does beautiful icons. Ever since I played Final Fantasy Tactics A2 on the Game Boy DS, which had some very beautiful icons, especially for items. These ones look great. Love them. We don't need to change equipment right now. Yep. We have nothing in our inventory. Let's just go. Now, if you run, if a monster touches you while you're running, you'll be knocked out of formation. We just want to avoid fights for now. I don't need to level up these people because I don't intend to use. I don't really intend to use them all that much. Love this little music. Boss fight. Okay, so now we can choose which weapon we want to use when we attack. The Kamshin has a unique skill attached to it, the Demi-Lune. We'll be using the broadsword because it's itty bitty stronger. We'll use Artful Slash. Normal attack with longsword. Now with Helen we can use axe, and she is good with axes, but I prefer using martial arts because she's also good with those, and I want her to specialize in martial arts. Thomas comes with a bow and spear. He's good with spear, but I want him to focus on using magic. Khalid takes almost no damage whatsoever. He's that tough. And the others deal very little damage. Now we saw something. Ellen got a little light bulb above her head and she learned a new skill. This is called Glimmer. And this is how you learn new skills in battle. You use a normal attack, and there's a chance that you learn a new attack, a new skill for the weapon that you're using, which is based on various factors, how strong the enemy is compared to you. So you'll be glimmering more new skills on boss fights, for instance. And there's other factors, like all the characters have a talent type that you can't see, but there's a very useful website you can check out that gives you all of this information. And the character's special talent determines how likely they are to glimmer techniques for the weapon that they are talented with. Because we chose sword, Khalid's talent is sword. But if he wasn't the protagonist, it would also be sword. With Julian, it's also swords. I'm not sure what Helen is. I think it might be the axe. But whatever, we'll use martial arts. Sarah is bows. Thomas is spears, but I prefer to use him as a mage. Now, we have little bubbles floating around. There's a reason for that. And that's when you use magic of a certain element very often, you can change the attunement of the battlefield to a certain element. This can have advantages or disadvantages. If the enemy absorbs that element, they'll now be regenerating HP every turn, which is bad. In this case, it doesn't really affect us. The boss has quite a bit of HP because he's balanced for Khalid being in the party, but we'll wear him down. Unfortunately, the boss chose to attack Helen, and she ran out of HP and lost 1 life point. It's fine. We'll use the bomb to heal her. Miss. I really like the poses. This was one of the things that caught my eye when I played the game the first time. All these kung fu magic wizard poses that they do. Makes it look like I'm playing a martial arts wuxia game. Really like it. And some of the techniques some of the combat skills that they use later on in the game just look super wild. Ran out of MP, going to have to use normal attacks now. We'll have Thomas use the spear. Miss. So many misses. And gone. Bow level up. Spear level up. Tara mastered Shadow Weave. I mastered Artful Slash. Perfect. Never thought I'd see a Caldowing in a place like this. Those rumors about the Abyss Gates opening after the rise of Morastron. There might be some truth in them after all. Monica, why in the world are you here? Brother, I come bearing grave news. Godwyn is conspiring to overthrow you and seize the throne. So the brute's lust for power has gotten the better of him at last. Monica, you put yourself at grave risk to inform me of this treachery. Normally, I would chide your foolishness, but thank you. And these people are? Brave heroes who risked life and limb to escort me from Sinon. I am indebted to you all for protecting my dear sister. I would give you a king's ransom, but I have little to offer so far away from the palace. But I pledge to you that upon my return, I will ensure that you are duly rewarded. My retinue must make haste and depart for Loan. Godwyn will doubtless be waiting for us with blade drawn. Monica, I do not wish to drag you into this any further, and must insist that you stay away at all costs. Brave adventurers, will you not do me one more service? I ask that you escort Monica further north to seek refuge in Podorui. Podorui? Great! First goblins, now vampires. Don't be so quick to judge the vampires of Podorui. Count Leonid has been a friend to Loan for generations. He is a trustworthy ally, more so than most humans. Monica, I trust you have no objections. If you feel it best, brother, then that is what I shall do. We don't actually get to meet Leonid just yet, because Khalid isn't going to be accompanying them to Podorui. Of course, our friendship does not preclude him from his vampiric proclivities. You will need to make certain that Monica does not return with an aversion to sunlight and a thirst for blood. Okay, so you don't trust this friendly vampire to keep his fangs out away from your sister's neck. But you're sending her there anyway. With 4 young people for protection. Okay. Go and make what preparations you must. Halt! Are you not the man known as the Tornado? I've been called that. How serendipitous. I ask you stay behind and accompany me to Loan. The 4 of you should be sufficient escort for Monica. As long as you pay me, I'll go wherever you want. The winds of fate must be stirring in my favor to have brought the likes of the Tornado into my service. Once Loan has been secured, I will send a messenger. I trust you'll not fail me. I pray for your safety and success, brother. When we meet again, it will be in Loan. Wouldn't have hurt to send some soldiers with her. This wasn't part of the plan. I beg your pardon? I knew of Godwin's conspiracy since before I ascended the throne. I gave him the perfect impetus to start a rebellion, thereby exposing him and his followers as traitors. Now that the snakes have slithered out, I can crush them all beneath my heel. So everything's going just as you'd hoped? Very cunning. But you didn't figure on your sister showing up, did you? I have only enough men to secure a victory by the slimmest of margins. Any more than Godwin would not have had the courage to start the rebellion. The absence of even one soldier could tip the scales against me. What if, matriarch forbid, something were to happen to her? If I were to fall, her life would be forfeit as well. Okay, so you knew the rebellion was coming, and you let your sister stay home to be taken as a hostage. That was part of the plan. What? I don't follow the logic. Protecting myself protects her in turn. Yeah, sure. The enemy has split into 2 groups, my lord. Godwin himself is leading the main unit, and the commander of the vanguard unit appears to be General Radom. General Radom? He's allied with Godwin. Why so surprised? Radom is married to the daughter of the Baron. This Radom. Is he a good general? One of the best. His spirit is strong and his bravery inspires his men. That will make this battle all the more difficult. My lord, a group of goblins has been spotted, marching in this direction. This is doubtless the work of that fiend, Godwin. Has he no shame? Being in cahoots with forces that threaten all humanity is beyond the pale. Ready the men, we'll move to intercept them. But my lord, sending a unit to deal with the goblins will expose our flanks. We'll be putty in Godwin's hands. Know this. As the Marquis of Loan, it is my sworn duty to protect his land and its people above all else. Heh, I'd heard that the new Marquis was a natural-born leader. Good to see that the man makes the myth. I have an idea. Let me lead your army. Do you doubt my ability to command my troops? No, but you should be kept far away from harm's way. Lady Monica needs her brother hale and hearty, not rotting face down in the mud. Pass me the reins, that I might lead Loan to a glorious victory. Soldiers, will you follow me into battle? I would be honored to fight beside the mighty Tornado. You have my blade. Let us ride to victory together. Hurrah! Okay, so now you have to do a bit of a war minigame. That doesn't really come up all that often, and I don't think it's all that fun. But yeah, you have to do 2 of these battles as Khalid, and if you were playing as Mikhail. Seatrap. A goblin army advances on us this day. There are 4,000 of them, whereas we only have 2,000 men. We may be outnumbered, but victory is assured with you at the helm. Battle prep. I don't understand any of this. And I could take the time to learn, but it doesn't really matter. It barely ever comes up. And it seems to be very easy. I've already done it in my test run. Goblin Horde, charge! Please select the combat formation. focus to break the center, or gather your forces in a single line. Well, we'll do it like this. As far as I can tell, the goal is to just break the enemy's morale and then you win. Battle report. A cavalry of 2,000 has appeared behind enemy lines. The cavalry launches a surprise attack. A message is delivered. No one is on the goblin side. Radam. General Radam has switched sides and is now on our side. Great. The enemy army was wiped out. Victory. Khalid develops a new strategy from the battle. Attack strategy, arrow age is added to the book. I don't care, it doesn't matter. Normally, my father-in-law should be standing at your side. But Godwin's betrayal has surely earned him the death penalty. Radam, it's good to have you back fighting for Loan. Your rout of the goblins was most impressive. I am grateful that you have lent us your blade once more. Your words are deeply touching, my lord. I will atone for my sins and serve you faithfully once more. Okay, second battle. Baron Godwin's vassals are our foes this fine day. The enemy has 4,000 men, we also have 4,000 men. It may be a balanced fight, but I know that we will secure victory. Let's just start. So then, about this whole political plot against Godwin and whatnot, it doesn't really matter to the greater narrative. It only serves to show that there's demonic influence afoot behind this Godwin fellow. He's not really relevant. Sure, we'll use the new strategy. Why not? So what that intro scroll you saw at the start of the video was saying was that every 300 years there's an eclipse of sorts, and every baby that is born in that year dies, except one. When it happened 600 years ago, that baby became the Archfiend. Mega bad guy who mustered the forces of the demons from the abyss and took over the world. Then 300 years later, 300 years ago, another eclipse, but this time the baby that survived rejected like the evil allure of the abyss and became the matriarch, a hero that went on to save the world from the Archfiend. Currently, the latest eclipse happened almost 20 years ago, and everyone is holding their breath to see what's gonna happen. Are we going to get another Archfiend or another matriarch? Good guy or bad guy? We don't know. There's only one man we're after, Baron Godwin. Let's be off. We don't care about fighting, let's just go. Somebody, anybody help? Let's just go straight into the castle. Lord! Katarina, are you alright? Yes, sire. Who's? Ah, him. He's the one and only Tornado. I'm Khalid, pleased to meet you. It's an honor, glad to have you on our side. Baron Godwin is most likely in the throne room. Let's finish this. Okay, so before anything else, I want to change a few things. Okay, let's see. Rigid leather and magic defense 6. Yeah, the lordly armor is better. Let's... Oops, that's not what I wanted. Still getting used to the control. There we go. We're doing all of this because we're not going to be keeping Mikhail and Katarina. So, yeah. Just snagging their stuff. See if I can if the game will let me keep them afterwards. Katarina is the last protagonist. She has the shortest introduction scenario. She's a decent fighter. And interestingly enough, she's the only protagonist you cannot recruit. If you don't choose her as the protagonist, she vanishes from the game. After this introduction scenario, of course. Can we go in here? There's only monsters. Don't care. Let's go.
Why, if it isn't the Marquis of Loan? I'm sure you were expecting to see Godwin. But that blithering idiot is long gone. Useless human.
I understand now. Godwin was dancing to your tune. What do you want? Who sent you? Wait, before you answer, get off my throne. You've sullied the sacred palace of Loan enough already.
Ah yes, this fancy chair was made for Ferdinand, the legendary general of the matriarch, correct? The chair surprisingly contours to my fiendish bottom. If you want it, come and take it, puny humans.
We have a very fancy demon here. This looks scary, but we can do it. Oops. Not good. Yeah, we need to be careful here. Try Demi-Loon, see if it's good. That fairy stone wasn't very useful. Demi-Loon is useful though. Katarina is way too strong. Not inaccurate. She is a very strong character. I'd like to recruit her, but yeah, you can't. If she's not the protagonist, she's gone. 1 Aurums. You acquire Snake Shot. Great. We owe our triumph today to the heroic efforts of many, yet there are some whose valiant efforts truly tip the scales. Khalid, Thomas, Julian, Ellen, and Sarah. Not one of you is my retainer, yet you heeded my call for aid. Sir Khalid, your prowess with the blade saw us through. Thank you. I'm just a sword for hire. Sir Thomas, thank you for helping us. Your kindness humbles me, milady. Sir Julian, thank you for your strength. Seemed like the thing to do, and my pops always said, well, you get the idea. Miss Helen, I cannot thank you enough. You kidding? I had a blast, Lady Monica. Miss Sarah, thank you so much. Oh, you're welcome. As always, thank you, Katarina. It was your courage, milady, that ensured our success against Godwin. And for your services, allow me to reward you. It's about time. Yeah, very greedy. Sir Khalid. Several days later. What are your plans? Nothing really. I'd given some thought to going to Lance to see the matriarch's tomb. Take care of your sister. Lady Monica, it's been a pleasure. And that's it. Now the actual game starts. The sandbox is open. The heroes from Sinon are taking a rest at the pub. Maybe I should go buy them around. We can't go back into the palace. It's off limits. Okay, let's first go to the pub. The other protagonists are here. Now, we cannot recruit Julian. That's impossible. He goes off on his own. I'm gonna join the new Princess Guard protecting Lady Monica. I see. I'm headed north. You keep Monica safe. You look after yourself too, Khalid. And now, if I'm not mistaken, Thomas will also run off on his own, if you're Khalid. Khalid, I've decided I will journey to Pedona. Want to come? Ludwig and I don't exactly have a pleasant history. Going would be more trouble than it's worth. That is most unfortunate. I hope that we will cross paths again someday. You take care. Yep, they're gone. Sarah, I think we also cannot have her join us just yet. Sarah, I'll be heading off to Lance soon. Khalid, I suppose this is goodbye. Oh, we can have her. Sure. Wanna come along? I can picture the sour lemon look on my sister's face. Lance, huh? That's where the matriarch mausoleum is. Maybe it's worth a visit. Definitely. I've always wanted to visit the hometown of the matriarch. Perfect. We got both of them. Now, this is only temporary. I will eventually be replacing Helen with someone else. But for now, this works. Let's take a look at the skills. Now, these are the skills that the character has learned. You'll notice some are in red and others are in black. Black means that the skill is mastered. We can take it out, I believe, and replace it with another. And we can put it back on if we want. But if a skill is red, it hasn't been mastered yet. So if you take it off, they'll be gone. You'll have to hope that it glimmers again in battle. Let's change our formation. We only have 3 characters now, so the formations we can choose are different. We'll go with closed delta. Okay. Lance is famous for the matriarch mausoleum. Welcome to the Brewing Loan. Anything new? Mules is the largest port town in the region. Now, we can, in pubs, talk to the barman if we want to kick out party members. Bet you've got an endless parade of customers. I make out alright. If you want to recruit an ally, part ways with an ally or get information, try visiting the local pub. Yep. Have you seen the Archfiend Palace? It still stands on the outskirts of Pedona. Okay, so my plan right now is to go to Pedona and recruit Thomas. But Khalid can only travel to Zweig at the start. But we can go from there to Pedona. Lord Mikhail and Lady Monica have the looks to match their noble heritage. If I had even a fraction of their fortune, though Mikhail seems a bit distant of late. Okay. With Lady Monica now of age, she is likely fending off countless suitors. One thing I don't like about this game. They spruced up the backgrounds, made them look more crisp. As you'd expect from a remaster, but they kept the sprites the same. And now they clash and don't look... The character sprites clash with the background. They look like they don't belong in the same world. I don't like it. I like the sprites. I always thought they looked great even in the original, but now the contrast, it just doesn't do it for me. This man was once a famous climber. He regaled us day in and day out with his exploits. It's a miracle I didn't turn to drink. I always wanted to climb to the peak of Mount Taftan, southeast of Luan, but the thick fog always denied me that glory. Okay, I think this unlocks Mount Taftan in the map. This is why you want to talk to people. You unlock new locations from talking to NPCs. So do that. Talk to NPCs. Now, you will notice we're not really being given a main storyline quest to do. I knew a coward like Baron Godwin would never be a match for Lord Mikhail. Which is what turned me off the first time I played Romancing SaGa. I had no idea what to do. The game pretty much just lets you loose in the world to figure out what to do. It can be a bit disorienting. Lord Mikhail always has our best interests at heart. Ain't that nice? Hooray for feudalism! Lord Mikhail and Lady Monica have the looks to match their noble heritage, if I had even a fraction of their fortune. Though Mikhail seems a bit distant of late. This guy is just sleeping. Okay, we've done everything. So, yeah. We can go to Mules and Mount Taftan, because we've unlocked those locations, but the map is empty of everything else. Now, this is something I enjoy in the remaster. They put little arrows on the corners of the maps showing where you can scroll the map. In the original, there was none of that. You just had to click on the edges and hope that that was a direction you could scroll the map into. It got a little disorienting. But yeah, there's nothing. We don't know anything about the world. Apparently, Khalid doesn't know anything, doesn't know where to go. Okay? We're supposed to go to Mules. There are ships bound for Pedona and Zweig departing from the port. Okay. Oh. Okay, that character at the bottom is Tatiana. She's a bit annoying. She will essentially try to talk to you. She'll head straight for you whenever she sees you. And then she wants to play a game of tag with you. And she's in every town. If she tags you 3 times, she forces herself into your party. I don't want her. so let's just avoid them. And then you can't get her to leave at the bar. She'll refuse. The only way to get her to leave is by going to a certain city, which isn't difficult, but it's a hassle and I prefer to avoid it. Here we have a little bit of a trap. The minstrel. If you talk to him, he'll join your party. And he's not bad, but I don't want him. And the problem is, he's another character that won't leave if you talk to the barman. He will only leave after you kill one of the 4 sinistrals. Which is the structure that the game's main narrative takes. There's 4 sinistrals, 4 demon lords somewhere in the world, and you have to go and beat them all in whichever order you want. But it's not something we can do early game, so you'd be stuck with him for a while. Should you chance upon someone as tired as I am? Right. So these fellows teach you magic. This one teaches wind magic. Don't want it. Anything to report? Nothing special to report here. There. Bet you've got an endless parade of customers. I make out alright. Okay. Nothing interesting here. A girl wearing the most peculiar clothing has been roaming around town lately. Yeah, we saw her. Inns will not charge you fees if you rest while you are fully healed. Okay. We already have this one. Let's buy a shield. And some helmets. Yep, that's good. We shouldn't be wasting all our money though. We're gonna need it. Extra defense, very good. Actually, the Staff of Vivacity is a very special, unique item, which is why I wanted to steal it from Mikhail. As a weapon, it's no good, but you can break it to use power heal. It destroys the staff, but it will heal everyone in the group, and it's the only multi-target heal you've got in the game. All healing spells in the game are single target. Let's take it out and equip the shield instead. Perfect. Okay, we're set. Let's get out of here. There's only one ship. Gonna set sail with us? To Zweig, right. We only have that option. Really like the soundtrack. Dolphins! Ah, look, they're telling us we have to leave the planet quickly. Sure thing, buddy. I'll put it on my to-do list. We're in Zweig, but I don't want to go to Zweig. No problem. We can just talk to the guy again, and now we can go to Pidona. It seems traveling by boat is free. In the original, you had to pay some money. Okay, cool. It makes sense. You can travel to any location you've already discovered using the map for free. You don't have to use the ships. So it makes sense that in the remaster they'll just go, there's no point in giving this a fee. Let's just exit. Now we're in Pedona. Perfect. And I think we'll leave it here for the first video. We're gonna go find Thomas, recruit him, and there's an easy quest to do here in Pedona, and so I think it's a good place to start our adventure. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.